to the music. It could be bumpy, it could be smooth. Don't stop for shit, just keep doing you. Ain't nothing niggas say to you. Ain't nothing to it. My life.
Okay, so as you can see, I got the bike hoisted up. Now I just built this simple jig here. It's what, 1/2-inch steel piping. I just made it. You know this thing is going to be able to handle the weight load, and it does quite efficiently. And then you can see here, there's the frame, so that's where it's posted at. Now I have it on its center stand, and that's to bring the rear wheel up. And then I just hoisted it a few clicks so that the front wheel is up. And I'm doing that so I can actually take the tires off. These things, while they look to have good tread, I'm getting kind of worn right here in the middle, obviously. I'm a big commuter, and then they're flattened out. Actually, this one's a little spaded too, which means there might be something up with that fork, which is okay because since the front wheel is going to be off, I'm going to do my fork work finally. So, I don't know, you probably get a better sense. You can really, yeah, it feels more flattened out on this side than it does on that side. So, time to take the wheels off. Now, this is a 2007 Honda 919, so I'm just going to show you the procedures for my bike. Now, eventually I do have to take the 2 tires off. This is an 81 CB750F Super Sport, so you'll probably do another video on how to take them off on that one. But for right now, this is it. So, I got my tools all laid out over here. So what I have is 22mm socket, alright, little extender on it. Then I have a 12mm socket for, well, okay, so the 22 is for the axle nut, the 12 is for the bolts for the brakes there, the calipers. Alright, 6mm Allen, that goes for your clamping nuts, right here, alright. Then I have my inch-pounds wrench, because the Allens need to be down to 16 foot-pounds, but I don't go that low on my foot-pound torque wrench. So there is a conversion you can do to tell you what to do it. I don't know the math off the top of my head, but I'll Google it and it'll work. So here's a 22 wrench now, and then here is a 27mm. So on the rear, the axle nut on this side is 22, and then it's 27 on this side. Alright? And then for assembly, just a little bit of blue Loctite, and I got a breaker bar to help with disassembly. So now the front, you are only torqued down this nut here to 64 foot-pounds, and the rear only gets torqued down to 68 foot-pounds. So nothing crazy. Like, I know some Kawasaki's are like up there, and Suzuki's are up there and like near 100 or whatever. That's freaking ridiculous. But 68, 70, that's a good area to do it. So since it's 68 and 64, I don't care. Tug them down and they're good. But now I've already broken that nut, but I wanted to show you just in case. So I had my 22, and here's my breaker bar. When I put it on there, it was a little tight, so you just stick your breaker bar in, get a little bit more leverage, and then click, and it broke through. Easy peasy. So, and this is just, again, I think this is even an inch but it's solid. I mean, look, a brand new table. This thing is beefy. You could kill somebody hitting them with this zombie killing pipe. But there you go. So you can just come over here, just undo the nut. Now remember, it's a good thing to always put them in the order that you're going to do it. But now I need to take off the brakes. That's a little tiny one there. I should have looked. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Now I think these things are only torqued down to like 12 foot-pounds. So I should be able to just pop them. See. There you go. That's one. See here. Two. And just get both of them. Let's go into, what am I doing? Lefty loosey. So this side, I think I should press down. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that good old lefty loosey, righty tighty kind of bullshit. There you go. Those are probably more than 12 foot-pounds. But anyway. Or I probably put blue Loctite on them. Oh, red. I don't know why I put red on them. Okay. It's going to be a lot of mouth breathing. Sorry, guys. I could probably speed up the video some. Okay. So I know those are going... They both have red Loctite. I'm surprised I put red Loctite on them last time I had those off. I would have put blue. But... oh well. So, just move them aside. Alright. Now, don't give me shit. I'm going to let them hang because this is stainless steel lines, guys. Not rubber. You're not putting any more tension on it than needs be. It's not, it's perfectly okay. But if you feel like you need to, then yeah, you should clip them up and hold them up to the side somewhere. But they're not at a weird angle, they're not being twisted, and it's, I mean, the weight that the caliper can put on there is perfect. It's okay. Alright. Let's see here. See what we can do. Now, I've never taken the forks apart, so I've never loosened these up, so this is breaking them, as far as I know, for the first time. And that wasn't bad at all. So what did I say, 16 foot-pounds for those, right? So obviously you saw that was nothing. You just loosen them up a little bit. Because all you're doing is trying to get the tension away from the axle. Okay. Come on. Now, who knows? I might take them completely off because this is pretty cruddy. Clean them up a little bit. All right. Now, this is going to be the interesting part. I thought there was going to be something sticking out a little bit that I could knock to get that out. But I just have this over here. So, have to see what's in there. Okay, so I put some gloves on. And then what I was able to do was find a small, long-handed to get this. See, it moves right out. So, what I'm going to do though, is I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to grab this. And there you go. Alright. Now, just going to move that. There we go. Now this is a spacer. Okay. Look at that thing. Look how dirty that is. Now what I'm doing here, since it's right in front of me, I'm inspecting the dust seal for the bearing. Alright. There's a little bit of wear and tear, but try moving this. Can you move it? No? Now turn. You see how it's turning? Smooth and quiet. That's what you want to hear. Nothing. It was good. I was kind of worried about that. I was thinking I was going to have to replace some bearings, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have to. So that's good. Alright. Other side. How much crud is on here too. Oh, now that's another spacer. Alright. Now we got on the right side, or the left side and the right side. Inspect the seal. Alright, we'll probably clean that up a little bit. Also good. Nothing. Hearing nothing. Now I don't know if you can see that inside, but there's a metal piece right in there too. Let's see. You can kind of see the reflection in there, or at least I can, but you hear? That's just the collar. And it sits in between the two bearings so that when you compress and you torque down the axle, you're not torquing on this part of the bearing, which can cause it to, you know, prematurely falter on you. So I don't know if I want to take off the dust seal completely. I was going to try to clean it, but I think once you take them off, you got to replace them. So since they're good, I'm not going to do anything to it, but I am going to frickin' clean up those two. They look like shit. Alright, so that is the front tire off of a 919. 2007 919. Alright, let's show you something else about these tires. I think I saw it on this side here. So, yep, up here, you have a little directional arrow, and then on your tire, you should also have a directional arrow front. So, and then on the rim someplace, there's also going to be a directional arrow right there. So you can see these little arrows. So all motorcycle tires are directional. So even though the tread looks like it's going backwards, you want it to rotate this way. Okay, and that's what the tire, the rim, and even the disc here was telling you was, hey, I go this way. Turn me this way. All right. Now, other things about here is these little guys, they're actually supposed to kind of be free floating and moving. So if they're not, and none of mine are, try to clean those up. Spray some brake cleaner in them. And get like a little bolt or something to go right in the middle and start moving them around. Because these are floating disc brakes, and you want them to be able to float and compress. So, you know, that's something that people overlook on their maintenance. And obviously I have, because none of mine are moving right now. And yeah, so that's something too. Now there should be, there's not on here, unless they just decided, fuck it, and didn't really care when they put them on. But if you're going to do your tires, there's normally a dot on your tire somewhere, and that dot says this is the lightest part of the tire, and you normally want to align that dot to your air valve. And then when you put it on, you have your lightest tire to your air valve, and then the whole thing will kind of settle around when you spin it lightly on your little thing, and then you can go from there. There's other videos out there. I'm not going to be doing one, so just because I don't have the tools. I'm just trying to get a good look to see how screwed up the tire is here. Well, yeah, you can see it's really flattened out right on the top. Some of the areas look like they're a little harder right here, but see, it's cupped out instead of being nice and perfectly round. It's flattened out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I do a lot of, oh yeah, see, I'm close to the wear bar. Close to the wear bar right there. Close to that wear bar. But not even close to that one. So yeah, so again, that's how the tire came off. So there's an issue with that suspension. Or I just take left-handed turns more often than right-handed turns. Yes, I have chicken strips. No, I don't care. I don't ride that way. Occasionally I do. Mainly I'm commuting though, so that's why you see bigger chicken strips than should be. Again though, it is what it is. So, alright, that's off. I'm going to just set it down like that. I'm going to move my two collars. I'm going to put them on like this. Well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nice axle here, and I got to clean it off. I'm going to just completely degrease it, you know, chain cleaner, whatever, brake parts cleaner, clean this all off. And then I got some more grease right there, but I also have some white lithium grease down in there. But good idea is to, so you don't forget, is to put your collars on and your axle the way that you took everything off. So collar, collar, and then put the bolt. Just enough. Okay, and then I know those are for my brakes. And since I only use that little tiny drive for that, I'm just going to keep that there, right there, like that. So, now, time for that rear. Ugh, that rear tire is so freaking heavy. Alright, let's see, where did I put my breaker bar? Right there. Alright. Here's that nice 27-inch. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Down. 22er right here. Oh, alright. Let's see what we got. Alright. Nope, it should go down. Lefty. Interesting. Said camera disconnected there and then did a bunch of crazy shit, so I don't know if you saw that, but it was just quick. I've already broke it. So, but put the brake bar up. Come down here. What the hell? Oh, I tapping something. Okay, I keep tapping against the bike here. There that is. Put that up. Orientation. So I'm going to put this over here because I know it goes on the right side. Now, did I put it back up? Get a nice rubber mallet someplace. Oh, here you go. We'll just take this little rubber mallet. Now, what you can do though is you can, if you want to, and maybe we should, I'll have to get some more tools, is we can move that and scoot it all the way forward. And that's kind of the best way to do it. You just scoot it all the way forward because you're going to adjust your chain when you put that thing back on anyways. So in my case, that means I'm actually going to have to go get some more tools. So this is just a little 8mm. I'm going to get that, adjust it forward, and then I can adjust the other one forward all the way, and then I can just tap out that. As soon as I get enough grip, I can pull it out. But we're also going to take off the chain, so hold on a quick sec. Okay, so actually I got a little 5/16 here. I already did this side, tight, loosened it, pushed it all the way forward again. Just do this side just to show you guys. Alright. This takes forever too. And there you go. So also, sorry, there is a washer that goes there. So, both of them are now pushed all the way to the front. So you see how this is actually lipped here and flat here. So the flat part goes up against the washer. Alright, so now our chain should be, yeah, look at that bad boy. Nice and loosey-goosey. Let's grab this bad boy. Now all I'm going to do is kind of pull that to the side. See? And it came right off. That's it. So that's all I did was moved it to the side, rotated it forward, and I moved it right off. Alright. Now, this one, that's all I kind of do. Let's get it here. Kind of twist it. Let's see, I might have to. Here we go. time around it has to be tough, huh? Alright. Put this down. Now, see, here's a little spacer collar that came out. Alright, be careful with that. And come on. I'll move that out of the way. And here we go. And then you have another collar. Alright. So, again, since we're right here, let's take a look. Dust seal looks good. It's not moving. No, okay. Thought I felt something there for a second. Oh. Alright. Drive. It's telling you that way again. Alright. Flip it around to the other side. Now here, we're going to take a look. This is your cush drive. Looks like my wife's one. So you're going to have a bearing in here, which looks good, feels good. Seal looks good. Oh, hey, there's light. And then you're going to have another one right here. And that looks good. Feels good. So I just want to kind of show you guys, sorry. So these are your rubber cush drives. That's it. This is how it comes on the Hondas here. Others have it attached to this part right here. Come on. Okay. So basically that just cushions the blow when you from a stop and you start to go. This right here would come and just clink, clink, clink the whole time. So it sits in here nice, and this rubber absorbs everything. So, but thought I heard it making some noises, but it's not moving. It looks good. Really nothing to complain about with these. So, like this. This is how everything came out. Again, I always clean this off, and you see it still gets dirty. I put white lithium grease on it. Always gets dirty. But here's your collars. Collar 1. Collar 2. Washer. Nut. Set it. And there you go. Now, the sprocket should be fairly new too, but it's a good time to really take a close look. It only has 1,200 miles on it, so it shouldn't be too bad. 44 for 44 teeth. I switched mine to a 1644. Now this also has a collar right here. That should come off, but you could tap it out right there when you're releasing it. And that does the same thing as the front wheel did. It just keeps it from crushing the two inner collars from here and there. So, alright guys. Appreciate you sticking by. Those are the new tires. So these are Road 2s, I think. Michelin radials. Let's see what's the other side say. Oh. I think they're Pilot Road 2s. Now here we are on Pilot Road 4s. So, excellent. Now since I have everything off, I'm just going to clean the crap out of everything too while we're gone. But now I gotta call the place, make sure they have time for me to come in, can bring them in. And it's up in Denver, so it's about a 45-minute drive for me to go and do it. But they only want to charge $20 a tire, whereas my local guy who's 15-20 minutes down the road wants $70 per tire. Even with gas, I'm saving money going up to Denver. So, can't beat it. I normally like to try to keep my stuff local, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Alright, next video will probably be taking off the forks, cracking them open, but one thing that you don't see on my workbench is a vise. So I need a vise so I can properly work on these bad boys myself. And those race techs, those are the springs. So I have to go, I'm a fat ass, so I have to go up and wait on the springs. I got new fork oil over there too. Everything's good. This bunch of bugs. The other thing I wanted to do today was go for a ride on that. Look how beautiful it was, or it is now. All morning it's been crap. The wind's been ridiculous. And like I said, it was raining. So, but now that they're home, I got other stuff to do. So, won't be able to go for a ride on that one today. But all I wanted to do was take that out for a ride and clean and adjust the chain. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Oh, and since this is, if you have your back tire off, this is a perfect time to do a true deep cleaning of your chain if you haven't done it. And what do I mean by that is get some actual kerosene in a little bucket, put it underneath there, and soak that thing in kerosene and scrub it. Get that thing nice and clean, get it all in there. Try, obviously don't try to ruin the O-rings or anything like that, or X-rings, depending on what you have. But get in there, you really use it and really clean it, and then it's just gonna be fantastic after that. So I obviously need to clean it too, because this is a gold chain and it looks dirty. So see, that's not good. Shouldn't stay like that. It should go back. See, it's binding. Yeah, that's because it's been sitting for so long. Hasn't been really used. But, alright. Some spring maintenance for you guys, huh? Yep. Definitely gotta clean that really well with some kerosene then. And lube it up. Now remember to lube your chain warm. So clean it, and if you're using kerosene already has a pseudo lubrication property to it. So clean it really well with kerosene. Just go around your bike a couple of times. That's gonna get it warm enough. You don't have to go out for a 100-mile ride or anything like that. So then come in, spray that with lube, go out, ride again, wipe off any excess, put a little bit more around the block, wipe off excess, you're good. That's how I do it. Not saying anybody else has to do it the exact same way, but there you have it. Alright guys.